Hi everyone, I'm making harissa today. It's not quite the standard recipe. They usually call for peri-peri. I can't get any, so I'm just using capsicum or red bell pepper, I don't know what you guys would call it, and a red chili. And it's really, really simple. So you just chop it up pretty roughly. I always get the seeds out. I don't want it too hot. Always got to be careful to wash with a whole lot of soap after doing this, because the juice loves to stick to your fingernails. And if you rub your eye a couple of hours later, you'll really know if you haven't washed your hands properly. Similar deal with the capsicum. Just take all the guts out of it. And get rid of all that. And then just a pretty rough chop. The whole reason for this really is just to break up the skin. It's the only part that doesn't like to mash. You could probably bypass that by using a food processor. I don't have one, so I just use the mortar and pestle. So again, just breaking up the skin as much as possible without being too careful about it. Big chunks like that will leave plates of skin in your pastes, and you really don't want that. I should actually tell you what the spices in this are. You've got caraway, which is the big one. Then there's coriander, cumin, and paprika, because you can't have everything start with C. I use smoked paprika. If I don't want to go too hot, you can go for the hot paprika if you prefer. But I've already got a chili in there for that, so I don't really need the hot paprika in there. But caraway is the main one. If you can't get ground caraway, if you can get ground caraway, that'd be great. I wasn't able to, so I've got seeds which will grind up in the mortar and pestle first. So it's about half a tablespoon of this stuff. Toss that in and give it a grind. I love the smell of ground caraway. It's got that just a little bit of sweetness to it. Okay, that's pretty well done. So I'll throw in the rest of the spices, just a dash of each really. Most of your flavour is coming from the caraway and the capsicum. But you might have different tastes. If you don't like coriander, put less of that in. I really like cumin, so I might throw some more of that in actually. But again, you're looking at about half a tablespoon of each. And then in with the veggies. Now again, if you've got a food processor, that makes this a lot easier. But it mashes up just as well in the mortar and pestle, and you mix your spices in at the same time, so it works. And you just want to mash this down until it's a fairly consistent paste. It might be a bit too wet. That's okay, doesn't matter. And that'll about do. Now I'm just going to spoon that out into an old salsa jar. You can see there's still lots of chunks of skin in there, but it's really not a big deal. because you'll be cooking this up in things, and that'll help soften the skin a bit, break it down. And there we go, 1 jar of harissa, all set to go in the fridge so those spices can get through all the juice in there. And that's going to be good for me to make something with tomorrow. I might even show you how I do it. Anyway, that's it for me today. Hope you have a nice night, and I'll see you again tomorrow.